Good morning, children. Hope that all of you are keeping well and preparing well the given topics already taught to you. Today, we are continuing with the same chapter, communication system, in which fourth topic, that is bandwidth of transmission medium. To study about this topic, we should know three types of bandwidth of transmission medium. The first one is coaxial cable. It is the wire which is used for signal of less than 18 gigahertz. Coaxial cables are the wires to transmit signal of frequency less than 18 gigahertz. The second type is waveguide. Waveguide, it is the hollow conducting pipe which is used to operate about 97 gigahertz. And the third type is free space. It is used in the range from few kilohertz to few gigahertz. So these are the three types. The next topic we have to learn is Earth's atmosphere, in which the important area is ionosphere. So this ionosphere is varying from 80 kilometer to 400 kilometer above the Earth's surface. This ionosphere is special in the communication because there are lots of free electrons and positive ions formed by the ionization of that region by the ultraviolet radiation as well as X-rays coming from the sun. So X-rays and ultraviolet radiations are ionizing, making the free electrons and positive ions in the ionosphere. And this ionosphere has got a great role in the transmission of signal by sky wave that we will learn in the next topic. Next come to the seventh topic, that is modes of propagation of electromagnetic wave through atmosphere. We can send the electromagnetic waves from the transmitting antenna to the transmission channels, and from the transmission channels it is sent to the receiving antenna by three methods, three modes. The first one is ground wave. This ground wave is applied for the signal having frequency less than 1.5 megahertz. For example, ground wave propagation we use in the AM station. AM station. What is AM station? It is the amplitude modulated radio stations. So for the electromagnetic waves signals less than 1.5 megahertz, we use ground wave. If it is more than 1.5 and less than 40 megahertz, then we use sky wave. So when we transfer the electromagnetic wave by sky wave propagation, we take the help of ionosphere. The ionosphere will reflect the signals to propagate the signals by sky wave. That is the second type. Third type is the space wave. Space wave means we are sending the electromagnetic signals, waves from the transmitting antenna to the communication satellite, and the communication satellite will send it to the receiving antenna. For example, TV signals. TV signals are sent by the mode of propagation, that is space wave. So there are three types of modes of propagation of the electromagnetic waves through atmosphere. They are ground waves, sky waves, and space wave. The next topic is coverage range and the height of the antenna. Coverage range. Coverage range means how much space or how much distance from a transmitting antenna the signals are able to send. That is explained by this diagram. So according to this diagram, this is the part of the earth surface. O is the center. O is the center of the earth. So this is the earth surface. O is the center and RE is the radius. ST is the transmitting antenna whose height is marked as small letter h, and the distance from S to P is D. So we can take the tangent PT also is approximately equal to D. PS is D and PT also is taken as D. PT is the tangent. So to get the relation as well as to get the distance D, we are applying Pythagoras theorem in the triangle OPT, since angle OPT is right angle. So by applying Pythagoras theorem, we get this equation. OT square is equal to OP square plus PT square. OT means OT. It is RE plus H. Its whole square is equal to OP square. OP square is square of the radius of earth plus PT square, that is D square. Open this according to the formula A plus B whole square. From both the sides cancel RE square. Cancel RE square. We will get this equation. H square plus 2REH equal to D square. Now, we know that compared to the radius of earth, height of the antenna is very less. So we can neglect H square. We get the relation 2REH is equal to D square. So from this, D is equal to under root 2REH. It is the distance up to which the signal can be sent from the transmitting antenna. So keeping this distance as the radius, if we draw a circle, its area will be equal to pi d square equal to 2 pi REH. That means around the transmitting antenna, the area covered by that antenna is given by this formula 2 pi REH. Next topic is the maximum line of sight distance. Line of sight distance means the distance between the transmitting antenna and the receiving antenna. This can be calculated by this formula. dm is equal to dt. dt means the distance of the transmitting antenna, and dr, that is the distance of the receiving antenna. That means from here to here. This is the receiving antenna and this is the transmitting antenna. Their total distance is given by dm is equal to dt plus dr. So dt can be obtained from this equation. dt, it is the distance of the transmitting antenna. So height will be taken for the transmitting antenna and this distance in the side of receiving, the height is taken for the receiving antenna. Thus the total distance between the transmitting antenna and the receiving antenna is given by dm is equal to under root 2re ht plus 2re under root 2re hr. So the sum of the transmitting distance as well as the receiving distance, we get the distance between the transmitting antenna and the receiving antenna. Children, hope that you are able to understand this one. So today we will learn up to here. Your homework is to learn the topic which I have explained from the chapter Communication System. The next part will have the most important topic of the chapter, that is modulation and the types of modulation. It is important. Okay children, take care. Thank you.